Hello and welcome, all you wonderful 2B Dicers. It's your boy Daddy Tarzan. Welcome back to another episode of Star Wars Edge of the Empire with your favorite crew of spacefaring misfits. I'm your host again, Daddy Tarzan, and with me is the wonderful cast and crew of 2B Dice Adventures. That being said, please welcome our cast for tonight's episode of Star Wars. Let's go ahead and roll out the cast and for tonight's episode, starting off with the one, the only Victor the Story Weaver.
Hello, everybody. My name is Victor, also known as Victor the Story Weaver, out there in the social networks world. I play Oho, the Ekani raised in Dathomir by Night Sisters, and also a Force user, who is the one of the two great halves of the dynamic duo of the Mudhorn Squad, composed by the chosen brothers Oho and Raul. And stealthy assassin, cunning individual. If you think you have seen him somewhere in the galaxy far, far away, no, you haven't.
Is it me next? I think it's me next.
Indeed.
Hi, it's me next. My name is Matt. I go by Wartorn Knight out there on the interwebs. And here you will find me giving Tarzan all of the problems as I once again will be reprising my role as everybody's favorite Nothwan pilot, Chav Visto, formerly shanghaied into becoming Agent Lancer of the ISB, henceforth becoming free, being liberated of a certain implant that was at the side of his skull, and now he's just trying to do just relax, have an easygoing time, help a rebellion, save the galaxy, just stuff that you do on a regular Tuesday night.
And finally, to round out tonight's cast of Star Wars is the wonderful, wonderful Ren.
Hello, I'm Ren. I go by Mascaran on the internet. Um, I play Ego, who is a lovely Twi'lek scoundrel, a charmer, debonair in all things, who has never done anything wrong in his life. I'm taking no commentary on this. I'm taking zero commentary on this. And yes, Ego currently finds himself doing the opposite of what he's meant to do, which is sneak around a place very quietly and stealthily, like it's his job. It's not his job, but he's doing well with instruction.
You love it when a plan comes together. I believe that's a saying somewhere. That being said, that's going to round tonight's cast off for tonight's episode. We are normally joined by three other cast members as well. One of which being Dia.cosplay, who plays Dove, the bipedal tank and walking armory, who is a Baki woman that has a very strong penance for violence. Then there's the one known as Kesh, the Chiss agent, now ousted as a double agent for the Chiss Ascendancy, but still operating as a contact in between the two parties for the time being. And then finally is Rawl, who is played by Oz, or Son of a Ghost, but he is not feeling well right now, so we shall continue on in his stead and hope he feels better soon. That being said, that is it for tonight's cast. All that's left is the announcements, which is the slate for this week's To Be Diced lineup. There is no Tales of Arden this week, as we just ran it last week. However, there is Frontiers of Eberron this Sunday. So tune in for that, headlined by our lovely Michael St. Gregory. Other than that, we are back here Tuesday for the continuation of Star Wars. However, we will be down a Chav Visto, and as we are in a very important arc for finalizing this series season finale, we will be taking on some side stories in the meantime, going forward. So be on the lookout for that next Tuesday. That will do it for the announcements. All that's left is to resituate ourselves in the story. That which being the crew finding themselves situated with Chav Visto leaving the immediate airspace of the shipping yards to avoid direct combat contact with the turbo laser batteries that are spinning up. And then with the cargo containers full of slaves in tow. Raul and Oho maintaining contact with the administration building. Oho utilizing his distance in range to gain the attention of the Magna Guard droids, aka Jedi killers, to create an opening for Raul and Ego to make their approach and garner more information on these containers in regards to the security capabilities for the slaves. Raul's initial slice attempt was discovered. However, his location was not compromised, so he has endeavored to relocate to try another method. And Dove and Kesh are at the furthest south reaches of the shipping yards, starting a small proxy war, if you will, to draw away the bulk of the security forces at this shipping yard. Our story picks back up in the middle of this conflict. Where the rest of this journey goes is to be diced. Welcome back. Let's do this. All right. Let's go with strings. So, is at this time I'm going to call, I should be asking for luck rolls. So far we got 3 dark side. Love that for me. All we're missing right now is Ego's roll.
While that's happening, also, Tarzan, we put a question in the chat of if we are rolling for our compatriots, that is in the Edge of the Empire chat.
Interesting. Yeah, you can roll for Victor. You can roll for Raul, and Chav. You can roll for Kesh.
Or Kesh. Okay, for Kesh. Where's Kesh? Kesh.
And then Ego, you can roll for Dove.
We are so messed up today. We are so
5
Don't
dark
worry,
side
guys.
for me.
Don't worry, guys. Don't worry, guys.
I didn't mean to do that.
Don't worry, guys.
Can we somehow find a way to like unplug Tarzan's computer and then
And
just
plug it back
pretend that
in?
none of those never happened?
Oh my
For
god.
the listening audience at home, this luck roll at the beginning, if you're unfamiliar with the system, is putting something on the board called, force points, which are kind of like story points in other games that exist. And the way that it works is that you can either roll light side or dark side points. Now, light side points, that's a story point for the party, meaning that we could do a cool thing. A dark side point is bad because that's for Tarzan as the GM. That means that he gets to do bad things for us. Um, the final tally after rolling for all 6 player characters, being the 3 of us twice for our missing friends, we've rolled a total of 8 dark side tokens and 0 light side. And not only is it the party's lives on the line, it's also 300 people which we're trying to liberate. So this is good.
No pressure is what we're saying. No pressure.
I feel like burnt peanut right now.
That's impossible. That's
They're
not
not probable.
possible.
Is this a first?
Not
Is this our
even
first?
one.
like,
First time
special
all
year-
dark side points? Yes.
First time in the whole campaign that we get
Yeah,
only
It's been
dark.
yeah, I think that there's been one where it's like we've had one light side token that carried us for.
Not to
a
mention that
session.
this is like, despite that there's only 3 of us, we're rolling for like 6 people,
Yeah, exactly.
and
My
still,
God, this is not good.
that's crazy. Okay, well, it was nice. I got my character sheet from my second character. for everybody.
Yeah, Tarzan, how much XP am I giving to XU?
It's funny you
so
should
is
ask.
that-
None.
Oh,
Season 2 starts rough, baby.
well, shit. It's about to start rough. We're gonna start crash landing right into the planet.
So,
That's the second time that's happened in this campaign.
let's do this, shall we? I'm feeling fucking lucky today. All right. So, to re-ingratiate ourselves into the scene, the party has begun making contact with the Magna Guard droids in the shipping yard. One had exited the administration building after the discovered attempt to slice into the building made by Raw alerted the occupants inside that there is an attempt taking place. The Magna Guard droid was deployed, to which, as Ego made his approach, Oho saw an opportunity to create an opening for Ego and decided to open fire on this droid with his Night Stinger sniper rifle. However, he utilized it in a stealth format, which made the bolt imperceivable, as well as silenced the rifle completely to be as wholly imperceivable to all senses. Basically firing an invisible bolt with a silencer attached. And this initial shot did significant amount of damage to the droid. However, the droid, if you're aware of the prequel series, they are extremely resilient. And after losing one of its arms, decided to continue its search, but seeing that his attempt did not bring the desired result out, switched from stealth to rapid fire to be able to fire a little more faster. Not rapid fire, but semi-automatic to be able to fire faster. And this reveals his location to the Magna Guard droid, to which he discovers Oho on top of a loading crane in the shipping yard. This droid is now full dead-on sprint, racing its way to Oho's position, while Oho is trying to dismantle it piece by piece, utilizing his sniper rifle as much as possible. How the droid did get out a call for backup. We'll see how that plays out for this droid. However, let's go ahead and get everyone in initiative at this point, as things are about to get spicy. For all intents and purposes, going forward, Chav, since Chav is officially out of immediate danger, I would like for you to either take on the role.
Not true, because I am still in range of the turbo laser batteries.
You will, but by the end of this round, he would be out of combat range. So I'm gonna have you, if you're comfortable with it, taking over either Dove or Rawl. Rawls, either one of those two's turn, or Cash, your choice. You got 3 choices to to alleviate some of the burden on my shoulders.
Yeah, buddy.
If you're comfortable with it. If not, I'll do all three. It's fine.
Yeah, in my off turns, I can read some character sheets. Yeah, whichever one would make things easiest for you.
All three of them have the pretty complex character sheets, so either way is
Okay, all right.
gonna work.
Well, since
Um,
it's yeah, wait. I'll do. I'll do Rawl. He's in the
Ooh.
shit, so let's make sure that we, hopefully do something good.
Not him. I don't need him. Okay.
So we are rolling initiative, yes?
Yes, everybody else that is not in initiative besides Rawl or Oho and the first Magna Guard droid. That being said, I need to roll
Let's check.
for Dove and Kesh since they're outside. Because things are about to get crazy. Nope. Okay.
Hey guys, Raw's got a triumph for us.
Ooh. How delightful.
You go, bro.
Okay, this is going to be a vigilance. Another vigilance. Another vigilance. Okay. Damn, you guys are leading the initiatives. Whew, okay. Looks like it's going to be pretty one-sided for a little bit. A little back and forth, if you will. Okay. Yeah. All right. So, starting out at the top of the initiative is a shit ton of player character slots. So, who would like to go first? Go ahead and decide amongst yourselves and execute.
So is it literally just our side first, and then it's the enemy side?
Basically.
Yeah.
You guys
Do you guys
did pretty good.
do you guys mind if I just try to get Chev? Well, I mean, if they're not going to take a shot on me, Chev can just leave the combat. He's
Yeah.
moving at a speed of 8 right now,
Yeah.
and using an action, or no, 2 maneuvers to move. That's 4 range bands, I think, away.
Yeah, he's
already at the-
effectively out of combat range for but by this point for sure.
Okay, so then, with that being said, I would then volunteer, unless, given his position, you guys want Rawl to do something at some point in time. I'll go last because it'll give me time to read over 70 million trees.
I would say Oho to go first to see if he can take down the rushing Magna Guard.
Do it.
Alrighty then.
Do it.
Oho has seen this thing making its way toward him. What distance is this thing from me right now?
He is currently about. Let me get my ruler out. If you want to see the map, if you're able to, you can see it on the VTT. He's medium range from the tower. However, that tower is about long range, so I would say he's at extreme range from you right now. No, he's long range, because that would have put major. Well, you're able to touch out past extreme with your sniper rifle.
I have abilities to.
Yeah.
If I needed to.
So yeah, long range.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to long range. I'm going to use my true aim maneuver to upgrade my attack. And is that it? I think that's it. Let's see what happens. 5 successes, 3 advantages, 1 triumph.
Okay.
That is a crit.
It's definitely a crit if you want it to be.
I most certainly want it to be a crit.
Okay. This is the Magna Guard Droid 1 that's still in contact. He already has 2 critical injuries. That's an additional 20. Plus your...
No, my lethal blows is 4, so 40.
So that makes
And
it
I
60.
Yeah, and I have a pierce on this weapon, so one of their armor is ignored. Soak is ignored.
So 60 plus 60 to their critical injury. Yep, that looks right. Okay. I mean, this guy's already crippled and bleeding out. Let's see how much worse it can get for him. Blinded. The target can no longer see. Upgrade the difficulty of all checks twice. Upgrade the difficulty of perception and vigilance checks 3 times. Yeesh. Yeah. Well, with that whopping 15 points of wounds versus it. Oh, you forgot your ranged penalties.
What?
You're supposed to have a ranged penalty, unless you had an ability that removes it.
I don't think I have a I don't have a penalty on extreme range on this weapon. This weapon is extreme range.
It's not it's his ranged defense that you didn't take into account. Unless you have an ability to remove ranged defense. But even still, you still would hit.
Yes. Oh, I didn't target him. I'm so sorry. Didn't I target?
It does not look like it, but it's fine.
Well,
No, you're good.
would be.
It's already, it's definitely a hit. Even with the setback that you would have gotten. That's 15. Yeah. So yeah, you land this final shot. Drill him right in the center of his dome.
Wait, am I
And
dropping him?
his body continues to run forward with that janky gimp as it's still fighting with its mostly crippled leg. Oh wait, the cripple was losing one of his arms. But either way, so he runs forward, a couple more steps. You see his arm begin to flail around wildly as he's unable to process where your location is anymore. Before you see smoke begin to smolder out of the torso's chassis, and he just explodes from like an internal combustion, and his chest plate expels forward, grinding against the durasteel floor, and his body stops moving, and he drops his electro staff to the ground and just slowly tips backwards and falls flat.
I think the way that this looks from Ojo's perspective is like when he notices things trying to rush toward him, because of the fact that he had crippled him, even though this thing is trying to go fast his direction, it's still not going as fast as it could if it wouldn't have been wounded. And Ojo just starts to get the sense of the timing of the damage that makes his like steps, the thing like at what rhythm is it walking, and so he starts adjusting the rifle ahead of the guard, so that it's right center mass from above, and then that's when he like takes the shot that just probably like went down from the heights. It literally went through the top of the head of this droid, across all the way down through like the jaw area. And then in the comms, the rest of the team will hear one guard down.
I like it. Okay. now I have my buddy. Okay, next player character in initiative, unless you're planning on moving anywhere from your position.
Not right now because my gaze is still going to be focused on the fact that I am hoping. I don't remember if we settled this last time because we were trying to see if we knew that there was one that was left. There's probably the one guarding the guy inside. So we know that there's still one of those, I think.
Right.
I don't know if that one finally came out. I know that there's another one outside, so that's going to
There's
be
two
my next
more
one.
outside still.
There's two more outside, yeah. So that's my focus right now, and currently I have the high ground, Anakin.
Okay. All right. Next player character in the initiative.
Supposing it's me. So I think last time I spent the strain, but I didn't actually use the ability. For don't shoot. So I'm gonna do that so that I am not targeted by combat checks until the end of the encounter. Thank you so much.
Sounds good. You are protected and shielded as the good boy that Ego is. Okay. You're currently positioned to the south of the administration building. You watched as the Magna Guard droid rushed out, took the shots from Oho, debilitating it, and then it rushed off towards Oho's position up on the loading crane, the loading crane. English. I know how to talk. It's fine. So what you're seeing right now is a pretty clear coast as the rest of the security forces kind of rushed down towards the south past you guys to go deal with Dove and Kesh, who's creating a little bit of a mayhem to the south. So what's Ego's intent here? What are we trying?
So sorry, that was background noise. So there were two Magna Guards that had gone south to deal with Dove and Kesh before.
Correct.
And there's the one that Oho dealt with. And then the fourth one was we haven't seen yet.
Still, as far as you're aware, potentially still inside the building.
That's so good. I love that so much.
Sorry, I don't know if I said it out loud or not, but I know that I made this deduction from Ojo's POV from the crane, which was there. As far as we know, there are 4, and then 2 were outside. Then eventually a third joined, and then knowing that the boss is the person that was in that building, the assumption is this one is probably just protecting this guy.
Sick. So sick. I'm still going to try to get inside.
Oh.
I had gone around to avoid one of them coming out, so I'm gonna just try to get in from that side.
Oh, you're going to the east side or west side. That's right. You wanted to go in through the back. That's right. I remember that. Okay. All right. You make it to the back door. Do you go in, or are you trying to listen in for any cues?
Yeah, I'm scoping it out first.
Okay, give me a hard perception check.
Percy.
You know what?
Hard perception?
Since I have so many tokens to burn, let's go ahead and cash in a token to upgrade the difficulty to a challenge of 1. So hard difficulty, challenge of 1. So 1 red, 2 purple.
Sick. Three successes, 4 advantages.
That's pretty lucky. That's pretty lucky.
I have good eyes.
Okay, so It's not necessarily eyes. However, there is a window, but it's elevated off the ground quite a bit, so you'd have to climb up to try and peer into the window. However, you're close enough to the door to listen in. And on the other side of the door, you can hear a deep, commanding voice screaming at somebody or something. Hurry up and get your asses down here. We're taking contact. They're making off with our product. I don't want any excuses. Get your asses here now.
Sick. I'm going to.
And with the 4 advantages I'll give you, you're also hearing metallic footfalls coming from in this same chamber as well.
Take this opportunity to remind ourselves that advantages can be given to whoever's other people during the rounds.
Okay. Well, I mean, I have how many? 4? Yeah, so they'd just be going to the 2 of you split evenly. I think hearing that this person is like agitated, I am going to offer him a respite, and I'm gonna try to get inside. This is a terrible idea. Why am I doing this? For the good of the people. Okay. No, it's fine, Victor. It's
Taking
fine. Don't worry about
advantage
it.
of
It's
this
fine.
ability that protects you from combat. I'm surprised.
I'm fine. I'm not stressed at all.
I'm so curious as to how you're going to work this out. That's very intriguing.
I just want to talk to him. But like literally.
Okay, so you open the door and proceed inside.
Yes. Is
Okay.
it so? Where I heard him, he sounds like close by. I know the building isn't that big, but he sounded like he's like in an adjacent room, or was it like a little distant? Like, do I have a buffer space?
It sounds like the voice is coming from immediately inside the space,
Okay.
as well as the metallic footfalls. From the windows, you can also see preceding shadows, as if somebody's pacing about or checking out windows and whatnot. So you're able to see activity inside this immediate chamber.
Okay. This is so stupid. Ego's going to go inside and say, we have about 30 seconds now, and I can make it a lot easier for you, or we could just make this very hard for everyone.
Interesting. You proceed inside, exuding this air of calm and tranquility, if you will. Entering into this chamber, immediately before you, you see a 6'4" Falleen male individual. A purple tunic with gold flaring what's it called? Lapels. Black belt with a gold brass colored buckle with a black half sun emblem. He's hunched over a communication terminal or a holo terminal. The image of the person that he was talking to had just fizzled out as you entered, and as you enter, his attention turns to you. His glowing red eyes locked onto you, and as his attention is drawn to you, you see outside just within your peripheral, a cloaked droid standing about 7 feet tall. Reach up, grab a shaft from behind his back, give it a flick as the two ends of the stave ignite with purple electricity, and it flourishes it and takes up a guarded stance in your direction. Now, what do we have here? A lost little sparrow wandering into my shipyard. Give me one reason why I shouldn't have my droid here skewer you.
I'm the only way you're gonna get out of here with your head intact.
I find that hard to believe. I'm the one here with the guns.
You are. But we lost, I think we know that you lost your cargo. And, I'm not saying we're gonna be the ones to take you out. I can help you.
Ooh, spicy. Give me a coercion check.
Corja, I have a thing for this. Wait, please hold. Okay. Spend triumph to gain additional successes equal to ranks in Smooth Talker. Okay. Coercion. Coercion. That's the one. What was the difficulty, sorry?
This would be... Interesting. Sorry, looking at his abilities. This would be against his... This would be a hard difficulty. I'm cashing in another token to upgrade the difficulty to a challenge of 1.
Okay.
Yes, nothing
Hard
else that I can add to it.
difficulty.
So, yeah, hard difficulty challenge of 1. So 2 purple, 1 red. He is an rival, so never mind. He doesn't. There's no added benefits. We're good. That should do it.
All right. Do I have anything else for this? Okay. That's in the pocket anyway. That's still 3 successes, 2 threats.
He removes himself from the leaning on the console that he was just at, and turning his attention fully to you. As he begins to take a couple steps towards you, and as he does, you can't help but experience some level of dread building up in your stomach. That tightness of like somebody's constricting your stomach. The closer he gets, the stronger that sensation becomes. It's almost as if you're experiencing fear. But it's not natural. But that's not natural for you, in most cases.
I want to. I want to use. Wait, does this let me do? I'm gonna use sense gonna use sense. I want to see what he's thinking about. Unless
Okay.
that's too many things this round. But I want to see what he's thinking about.
Gotcha. So we would have to do that next round, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also because I want to see if he reacts to me using sense.
Gotcha. Okay. But as he draws closer to you, he stops about 3 feet away from you, kind of looking down at you with this sly smirk on his face. Tell me about this idea. Next player in initiative, please. We have Kesh, Dove, and Kesh and Dove. So Kesh and Dove, at this point, they are opening. You can hear blaster fire coming off from their direction as still. As this continues, you finally get receive a call back from Kesh.
Bad news. The two droids have retreated back towards the shipyards. Trying to pull them back into the fight.
So just to clarify, he's letting us know that the droids are coming back,
Correct.
correct?
Yes.
Which overall we'll notice from above.
With that call out, you draw your attention to the south to try and identify the very iconic purple electrostaves, and you can see glimpses of these two rushing back towards the shipyard as they're bashing through connexes, and it's hard to get a direct bead on them because they are using overhead coverage for the most part. So it seems as if they are very much aware that there's overhead contact, and they're utilizing bounding cover to protect themselves for as long as possible. Okay. That being said, that will end their turn. And is now the 3 NPC slots. It's at this point you see these two Magna Guard droids again, and they're moving so quick. They're keeping a low profile to the ground, dashing in between connexes, and they seem to be making a very concise and deliberate approach to the loading crane that you are currently perched on. They're not giving you a clear line of fire. It seems they are very tactfully trying to close the distance with you and isolate you to eliminate the threat. They are using their action and maneuver to close as much ground as they possibly can in this fashion. So that is going to be. They would currently put them between cover by the freight trucks loading dock. So not the loading crane that you're on, but the dock that is in the eastern quadrant, right across from the administration building. They have dipped behind a connex there. just below about. That would put them at. From your position, long range. So it would put them at extreme range from you for that position. However, you do not have a line of sight on them to take a shot. But you do know they're getting below you at this point. That will end my NPC's turn.
I think Chav as Raul still needed to.
Oh, it's a good point. Yes.
Yeah, I think that our number of PC slots is incorrect somehow. I think somebody was missed an initiative. I don't know if Raul should have gone before the NPCs or afterwards, but it sounds like narratively it'll kind of all work out either way. My questions, first of all, to the party. Raul's last known location was on the roof of the administration building, holding, not yet detonating, but holding a knockout grenade ready to pull the pin so that the smoke is pulled via fan into the building, knocking out any living creatures inside. I do believe that Ego is inside. So am I holding that action still, or should Raul pivot to something else?
Ego is inside, so yeah, that's a decision for the party. Does Raul?
So, in my mind, depending on how this goes with these two droids that I'm handling, it would be beneficial for us to have somehow see if either Ego is capable or Raul is able to find a way to get that last droid out. Because as long as they're inside, for any of us to engage with that droid, we need to be inside. And that's close quarters. That is close quarters out of sight from anybody else. If we manage to get it outside somehow, whether it's because Ego is doing talks with this character and getting them to like follow me and like get outside, great. Otherwise, I think he should hold the action. And Raul being Raul, there's a part of me that wonders if, seeing how the two droids are now moving toward Ojo, if he would consider, because they're trying to take cover from me, Raul is literally on the other side. It may not be beneficial for us to get attention to that building, but I'm just trying to think of like Raul.
Right. So if we're...
Raul has explosives, yeah?
He does. And also, I rather than actually use those, I did have an idea that could perchance delay them from getting to Ojo, keeping them at range for him to do the pew-pews. But it would require me to try to do something that I've never seen Raul do. And also, I'll have His Majesty Lord GM kind of, work with me on some funky ruling.
Okay.
And that would be if I am in range to do so. He has several ranks of an ability called Construction Specialist. Two ranks of Construction Specialist. And that is removing setback to actually make defenses, fortified positions, and other similar projects. Then there's improvised defenses, which is to make an average check to fashion small defenses. It provides cover for up to 4 characters for the rest of the encounter. I'm wondering if I could utilize both of these talents together rather than actual cover, because these Magna Guards use melee attacks, and I don't think that's going to help our friend here, to literally toss small-scale explosives in a way to put obstacles between the Magna Guard and Ojo.
Just
so
slow them
that
down.
they will have to physically overcome them, but Oho can keep shooting at them.
Trying to, in an effort, slow them down, since these things move as quickly as they do.
Correct.
Hmm.
And if there's a way in the action economy for me to do this while not giving away Rawl's current position of being at the ready to deploy that smoke grenade and potentially save Ego's life, I would like to. Now, this is me looking at a character sheet for all of about 10 minutes and asking you how to do the thing.
Okay. From your position, you're on top of the administration building. I have you here. Okay. Where's
I also
Walt?
cannot see the map, so I am the worst person.
No, you're fine. I'm mainly using it for my own personal reference. Just to keep combat organized.
Aye,
You do not have line of sight on these Magnadroids. They are currently obscured from you.
But I know their position A being going from where they were
Yeah, you
towards
would.
where Oho is. So I don't necessarily need to see them. I need to see the path between.
The path, yeah. And there's a bunch of connexes in between you and them, or in between Oho and these Magna Guard droids, as well as a stack of what appeared to be either power cell fuel pods or some type of cylindrical container.
So debatably explosive?
Potentially, yeah.
That sounds spicy. Can we knock that in their path? And either they're going to have to go around it, or if they try to go over it, maybe a boom, and then that's one or two less Magna Guards to deal with.
Let's see. I can show you the world.
I'm not asking for the world, maybe just a dice pool.
Do we have any loading droids nearby? Give me a luck roll.
That's just when the white force die?
Yes.
Heart of the dice. It doesn't look good.
So there's no bulk lifter droids nearby for the moment. However, Rawl is a Forcey boy.
Yes, he is.
Let's see. Does he have any? I didn't give him push, so that's not good. That's out of
He
the
doesn't
question.
have push. He has manipulate, which he has. What's the other one?
Ooh, you know, that might fucking work, my dude.
Manipulate.
Yeah, I mean, you're compromising the integrity of the structure. You could crush one side of those pods and cause it to tip and roll,
Yeah.
stabilizing it.
That's literally all it is, because it's not like I need to push over the whole stack. It's just like this spot, I can just kind of knock that out, and then gravity does the rest.
Yeah, let's go with that. So, narratively speaking, because I like where your head's at, and I want you to be able to do this.
I like my head as well, peacefully above my shoulders.
So Rawl, seeing his brothers in danger, seeing how persistent the first droid was, despite taking such grievous injuries, and knowing he's not going to be able to cover that ground quickly enough to be able to affect any help for Oho in time, he instead resorts to reaching out through the Force, utilizing his command to manipulate the environment itself through the Force, and crushes one side of these fuel pods, if you will, or power cells, to destabilize, and causes it to tumble and roll out into the walkway in between the loading dock for the freighters and the connexes, and it kind of lodges in place once it impacts into one of the containers, and after rolling a few feet, you do see this power cell, this massive power cell. It looks like a power cell for like a capital class ship. These things are huge, but you see it lean up against this connex after it tumbles and rolls for a few feet, and it stops there. I think that's pretty good. I like that. All right. Any movement for Rawl?
No, I would like, if I can, to keep him as close to that spot to, if need be, drop that knockout grenade into this building.
Sounds good. Okay. That was the first PC slot. Let's go with the next PC slot. PC slot 2.
I mean, if I may, since I was just served, I guess so. The whole point is the fuel cell being my target, so that if I hit it,
It won't be direct damage to the droids, but it will potentially create what you would know, as you're all experienced in the field of space travel, an electrical surge, aka a
EMP.
kind of. It basically inflicts strain as opposed to wounds,
Gotcha.
which would be very effective against a
Alternatively,
droid.
it's just a big thing in the way between you and these droids.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one or the other. The world is your oyster, or in this
I guess
case,
the question is-
capital ship fuel cell.
Yeah, I guess the question is, with this thing being thrown in this round, do I currently have any line of sight?
No, they are still hidden behind connexes, the long way, if you will.
Okay. So here's what's going to happen in this round, since I don't have an actual target. But Ojo is, I don't know how tall this thing is. He is laying down on this thing with the rifle. Of the 3 shots that he shot, only 2 of them had light and potentially traceable. These things were coming from the south, and now they're getting some disruptions that may or may not mean that my character is moving. So what Ojo is going to do is he's going to attempt to just basically stealth himself in stillness, because he's just attempting to be like, I'm just going to stay exactly, like, I'm just going to slightly scoot and stay completely still and do nothing for a whole round, so that these things have to second guess whether or not I moved or I'm still there. So, because all I need for them is to take a peek. So I'm basically I'm not trying to shoot to the side of them. I'm not doing anything. I'm literally just completely still, scope down, just ready for the next part where one of these things goes. I'm going to try to move, and then I'm aiming for it.
Interesting. I like it. Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be contested against their stealth, so that will be a challenge of 3. Hard difficulty.
Hard with 3 purple, red, yeah?
3 purple. No,
So
not
like-
3
like-
purple. It's just 3 reds.
Right.
Or the upgrade. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Whoo! Damn.
I totally realized that I haven't even used the advantages that were given to us by Ren. But I'm giving Ren 2 advantages, and I'm giving Rawl another 2 advantages.
Damn. That's a good
So
roll.
basically, what Ojo is doing now is like he's just his outfit, the fact that lights are down, like the his backup generator is up, he's a very high altitude. He's been laying down. It's literally just the scope of his rifle, and he's using also the fact that he has his enhanced eye,
Yeah.
and he's just literally he just minor adjustment, barely noticeable, and now his eye is just focused on, I just need to see them move. As soon as I see them move, even if I don't get to see their cover on the next move that they do, I at least I'm gonna know where they are.
Yeah.
And so the next one I'm taking a shot at.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. So, that also brings up a good point. Matt, being the experienced shipyard worker that you are, how tall is these loading cranes typically? Like 150?
Cranes?
Yeah. 150 feet, 200?
Ooh, it would really depend on what they're potentially going to load. Also, the amount of area that it would kind of be going over. I mean, generally it would be, so this is an open air, like it goes straight out to the top, so it could potentially be as tall as it needs to be. uh, Depending on what you're loading into, we're talking about these shipping containers being roughly about like 10-ish feet tall, for the most part.
Yeah.
Loading those into a ship can be anywhere from like 30-40 meters tall. It's got to fit over those, so
Right.
we're talking about potentially like 50-60 meters. Multiply that by 3 for feet ish.
150.
115
potentially
to
about
175 feet.
something like that. Yeah.
Sheesh, this bitch is tall. I'm getting vertigo just thinking about it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For reference, anybody watching that might know, that's roughly the same height as the Niagara Falls.
Mm-mm.
So,
No, thank
yeah.
you.
Mhm.
Also, another point of order. Ren, you also took 2 points of strain being in that close proximity of this individual.
Okay. Oh, I take 1.
Ooh.
Whenever I involuntarily take strain due to resolve, it reduces by 1. Thanks so much.
Nice. I like it. Okay, so that's you stealthed hard. You stealthed pretty hard. I like it.
I've never done that before.
You get pretty you're pretty certain with this slight shift in relocation to get yourself a better vantage point and in preparation for the potentiality of them peeking out, and not firing right away as they approach. There's the strong possibility of them reconsidering their tactics going forward should other environmentals develop.
I will also say, because technically speaking, and correct me if I'm wrong, maybe this is wrong, but if just with rolling the stealth I still have my maneuvers and everything, I would actually switch the rifle back to, because I have a round that I don't need to shoot.
Fair enough.
So I would basically take the time to turn the rifle and activate the stealth of it again, so that the next time that I shoot, they also won't know where it's from.
It's pretty darn lethal. All right, cool. Well done. All right, guy. I see you, guy. Okay.
Guys
Guys?
off world.
Guys chewing, eating some snacks somewhere.
Okay. Next player character slot in initiative, please.
As me, so I was activating sense.
Yes. Are you just
but
doing surface level, or are you trying to peer deeper?
I'm trying to peer as deep as the force points will let me.
Let her rip, dog.
Alright. 3.
Ooh, 2
2
points.
right side. Alright. So, yeah. Tell me what's on his mind.
The initial layer. The initial layer, he's calculating the time from the call he just made and when reinforcements are expecting when he expects the reinforcements to arrive. You push past that.
But I also want to know what that is. Tell me that. That's important to me.
Pushing past just the initial calculations to what exactly are these reinforcements. You're getting swoop bike gang members, armored, or not an armored, retrofitted truck with a light repeating blaster. Basically some technicals and a lot of ground troops. He doesn't know for certain, but he's guesstimating between 20 to 30 more ground troops. And these reinforcements are coming from outside Black Spire Outpost. As keeping them within the outpost would have drawn too much attention. However, he is expecting at least one retrofitted vehicle to be arriving within the next few minutes. So he's expecting it pretty soon.
All right, y'all.
Okay.
So he's expecting pretty significant firepower here soon. Do you push further than that, or is that?
That's good for now. I'm gonna leave it up. I'm gonna keep it going. But
So committing a force die to it?
Ego,
okay.
Yeah. Ego will say, like I said, I'm pretty sure we only have a limited amount of time before there's an excess amount of trouble that I don't think either of us really want. So I'll make it quite quick. This precious cargo that has absconded from you. I think you have information that I would like to have. And in parting with that information, you get to survive. Because my lovely companions are very skilled at what they do. And I'm not really saying this as like a facetious threat or anything. I'm genuinely meaning that if you don't cooperate with me, it's very likely that your companions, the one that you called with the, what was it? Trucks and bikers and things. Yeah, we have that information too. They're not going to be very happy with you.
Who are you working for?
Ego's gonna look behind him and then look down at himself. You know, I don't really think you're in the position to ask questions.
If you have any working brain cells between those Leka of yours, you'd understand how fucked you are in this situation, right? Regardless of what happens to me, you are making one of the worst enemies you could possibly make in this galaxy.
So that sounds like a typical weekday. Again, the information that I want. Are we going to have an agreement, or are you just going to waste time?
You haven't even stated what you want.
Well, I'm trying to see if you're going to be agreeable or not. And I'm going to disarming smile and lower his defenses.
Ooh. Okay, what does that do?
So it's more mechanical than anything, but I have to succeed at an opposed charm check to lower all defenses of a target by ranks in disarming smile until the end of the encounter.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So his
And that's I have 2 in that, so it would lower all his defenses by 2.
Yeesh. Okay. His charm is hard difficulty with a challenge of 2.
Cool. Big hard difficulty with a challenge of 2. I am going to downgrade that by 2 using congenial.
Oh, that sucks for me. So
I want to be that guy, but you have a ton of fucking tokens on your side.
So,
I'm gonna suffer
just a hard
2
difficulty then.
strain to do that. Yes, that puts me at 5 strain. Charm check, hard difficulty, roll. 3 successes, 3 advantages, 1 triumph.
Damn it! I'm just peeling my poor little NPCs apart.
I'm just trying to get him on side.
You see him begin to calculate his options. It's not looking good for him, however. He seems to be more afraid of... He does appear to be more afraid of his own people than dealing with just a lone Twi'lek inside of his workspace. Let's see. What's your skill in deception?
Deception? I have how do I say this in words? It's 4 ranks, 3 proficiency. I don't know what that means.
How many purple or how many green and how many yellow?
3 yellow, 1 green.
Okay, so all right. Okay.
What you doing?
You watch as his demeanor shifts as he's kind of looking over his options. His eyes kind of fall onto you for a moment. He strokes his goatee as his eyes narrow on you. And a smirk turns into a kind of like a snarling grimace. Your friend Hondo's gonna pay for this. What do you want?
I didn't say anything about Hondo. Who's Hondo? Anyway, I think I will fake looking confused at the name Hondo. And Eagle will say, don't know who you're calling my friend, but the cargo, are they collared? Is there something that can be weaponized against them?
All
And if
merchandise
so,
is
are
chipped.
you the one with the bus?
And yes, I do have the code.
I think you know it will make our lives very easy.
Sure. But I don't see how that makes my life any easier.
I feel like I'm not being clear. You get to live for as long as it's going to take you to run from this place.
Yeah, that doesn't seem ideal for me. I already have a pretty cushy
Nothing
job with the
about this
Black
is
Sun.
ideal. Oh, and you think you're gonna continue to have a job, much less a life after this fuck up? Oh, buddy, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, well, all I have to do is just give them a responsible party member for why 500,000 credits of product just disappeared, as it seems very likely that you know where that merchandise just disappeared to. Maybe we should bring
I
you
don't.
to my friends. I don't see anyone else here.
You make a lot of errors in judgment. I'm wondering how you got to your position. Is it a brute force thing? Quite tall.
Pretty handy when I need to be. Until you give me a reason to believe that I'm gonna come out on top, I ain't giving you a thing. However, I'm not inclined. I'm not opposed to a proposition.
And I'm so interested, Tarzan, this is to you. I'm so interested in his proposition, but I left Sen's thoughts up. So when he thought of the code, did he think of the code?
Give me a perception check. You can use your force die to supplement that roll.
Yay.
It's going to be contested by his deception, so it's a hard difficulty. Cashing in a token to upgrade that by 1.
So perception, hard difficulty, upgrade 1. I include a force die that I committed.
Yeah, as many force die that you have available minus the committed.
Minus the committed. Okay, so that's 2 then. Sick. Is there anything else? I didn't use the 2 advantages that I got, so that gives me a boost die.
Fair enough.
2 boost die. A boost die.
You can throw yourself.
This is
Oh wait, no.
terribly important to me.
One advantage you can give to the next active allied character. However, 2 advantages you can give to any allied character, to include yourself.
Okay. Okay. So I
One advantage equals a blue die, or
A blue die for a friend. 2 equals 1 blue die for anybody to include themselves.
gotcha.
okay. Okay, so I get 1. All right. And then we have enough light side. I can adjust things if necessary. Okay, I'll just roll.
This is interesting. I'm liking that. I'm liking this.
4 successes, 1 advantage.
Why are my fucking reds working for me? Son of a biscuit.
Gimme.
Ah, shit. Shit. Yeah. Okay. It's not necessarily him reciting the code in his mind. It's more of a mental note, a post-it note, if you will. An image flashes across your mind as his thoughts flash over that memory. And it's not him trying to deliberately think of the code. It's more of him being reminded of the code during this exchange, and his thoughts kind of swim over it before flitting back to the present moment.
I have to ask, is it like, an image of like a page in the notebook that's just like Jim's passwords all others keep out, and there's just a list of all the important passwords that he has? And he goes like, oh look, it's your Instagram.
No, it's very much worse than that. It's
a literal post-it note in a position that Ego could probably see in the room.
No, it's
Better.
it's scrawled on his underwear.
What?
What a weirdo. Weird. Talking about handies and coming on top of who's. Oh man, I said I wasn't gonna make the
All
joke.
right.
I wasn't
I
gonna
got my
make-
work cut out for me. Okay.
His
All right,
his
it's
password
fine.
is on his underwear.
Mhm. It's a
You just
little
get
freak.
big
That's
green
okay.
cheeks flashed in your mind.
Thank you. Thank you for that. Don't do that, honestly.
At least you're very clearly seeing the password, and there's not much else to see.
That's fun. That's great. I love it.
You know, it's important to keep things on you. I understand. I would have thought of a better place.
What are you getting at?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So an impasse then?
Make it worth my while. I'll make it worth yours.
Ego smiles, and I think I'm gonna let the others have.
The Magnet Droid still kind of maintaining a offensive or defensive stature during this whole exchange. However, this individual seems to be willing to talk shop, but he's not going to give it up without some level of benefit for him. Because
Got
you
it.
get a sense from your sensibility that either way, you kill him and get the information from him, or he gives you the information and Black Sun kills him.
I know that that's what you're saying. What Eagles interpreted is, I have to get his pants off.
A regular Tuesday night for Core Atlas.
Okay, finishing out the round for the player characters, we have Kesh, Dove, and one more Rawl. So Kesh and Dove continuing their onslaught. Kesh chimes back in.
Unsuccessful in drawing the attention of the two Magna droids. Maintaining the war front with the ground troops. We'll update as more information becomes available.
And you can still hear him and Dove just lighting up these ground troops, fighting, just basically having a small war outside the shipyard.
Is that war with the so-called reinforcements that this guy is so sure of?
Technically speaking, they're fighting the non-Magna guards that were out the thing when we basically created the distraction to basically thin out the herd inside the container area so that Ego could go in. So they're fighting everybody. All the patrolling and all the people. Those are.
That would have been hysterical if this dude's like, "Hey, I got reinforcements coming. You're gonna be fucked." And then Kesh and Dove are just like, "Hey, we just killed a bunch of reinforcements. So you guys are doing good on the inside."
I don't know if they have firepower to deal with an armored truck, but we'll see.
Dove.
Dove will just stare at the truck, and the truck will just disintegrate.
Dove's gonna go full war machine mode with 75 guns at the same time.
She's got a couple of grenades, an ion blaster. Ion blasters only really work against droids, though.
What is truck if not four-wheeled droid? Anyway,
so
that sounds like it's Rawl's turn then to round out the players.
Yep. Let's go ahead and round out the players, and then we'll move on to the Magna droids.
They're still on the opposing side of this barrier that I just set up, right?
Say again?
They're still on the opposite side from Oho of the fuel cell that we just dropped, right?
There's the two droids over there still on the side. They're on the far side from Oho.
Okay.
And that container that you knocked over is basically alongside them. So they're gonna have to either find a way around or climb over.
I want to do a thing, but I also don't want to leave Ego high and dry.
What do you got?
Don't worry about it. I'm fine. Do what you need to do.
Maybe Rawl doesn't want to be a witness to this. But he doesn't know what to do.
I will say, though, that the only reason why we are still here is to find out whatever's going on with this individual. So, yeah, because otherwise the cargo is out. We could have retreated any time before, but we are trying to get more details about this stuff, especially, I mean, I don't know this yet. We don't know this yet, but it seems this individual is force sensitive too. So, who knows? Who knows what Ego can uncover?
We're all getting under the covers. What is the range between Rawl and these Magna Guards?
The distance, you're on top of a building. They are on the far east side of the shipyard, which would put them at
That's long at least.
exceeds range band. So not even extreme. That exceeds extreme.
So I'd have to get closer.
Yeah, you got to move 2 range bands to even get within medium range, I think. So short, medium, long. There we go. From there, it would put. Oh, you got to move 4 times to get within medium range of these guys. So you got a lot of ground to
Which
cover.
would be 3 moves to get within long.
Yes. 3 maneuvers to get within long range. 4 moves to get within medium range.
I can't do 3 moves in 1 turn. Fuck!
Say if it helps also for to move it forward with Raul's character, um, probably Oho, since talking is free action, there would have been some sort of communication through the comms of asking about checking on Ren, on Ego, on like that sort of like Oho knows that Ego may have gone in, so he probably is on the comms talking to the group, saying like, Ego, if you can let us know how things go, if possible. Otherwise, if someone have eyes on the last Magna Guard or the individual, please keep us posted. And so, Raul being the nearest person, also, Oho could potentially be counting on them to see if they also can, if there are windows to be looked through, second floor to be accessed to into this building, if it has a second floor, like a platform, something. So I don't know.
Yeah, let's give that a go. Is there any other way to perceive more of the inside of this building from the outside?
From the interior, from your position on the rooftop, you could pick up some dialogue coming from inside the administration building, being funneled through the ventilations. Like you hear the back and forth between Ego and this individual. The occasional crackling of the electricity from the staff that the Magna Guard had deployed in reaction to Ego's arrival. What exactly are you looking for? Just if you're wanting to listen in full detail of the conversation, then we'll call
Ego,
for.
do you want the Magna Guard out of the way?
It would be nice.
Okay.
But
I'm gonna grab like a wrench or something, and from the roof just whip it at the nearest container that is by the door to make a very loud sound just outside of where they're having this conversation.
Ooh. Okay. Give me. What would this be?
Coercion?
Yeah. We'll call it coercion. That's fine.
Okay. Is there a difficulty on this?
Hard difficulty.
Hard difficulty.
Cashing in a token. Upgrade to 1.
Intimidating, spending. What is it? 1. Does he only have the 1 rank? Oh no, I could just spend a number of strength, a number of strain. to downgrade that difficulty
Son of a bitch.
in. Yeah. How many times can I do that off of a hard difficulty check?
What are you trying to bring it down to?
I don't know. I got 15 strain, homie.
It's typically a number of times per rank or something like that.
It's a challenge of 1, and then downgrading would remove the challenge. Well, it literally says a number of strain equal to like however much strain I spend, I can lower the difficulty by that much.
What is it, the
So-
ability?
Intimidating.
Yeah, it's
Off
I have.
of
There's a few abilities like that where basically, like, if you have the rank and you have the strain, you basically it's like dodge. Like, you spend as many
cannot
strain.
exceed ranks in intimidating.
Yeah, so
Okay,
that's
there
what-
it is. So we'll just do it the one time to cancel out that upgrade.
Oh, that's not nice.
And I was given 2 advantages from my brother, so that's a boost die.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's everything.
I wanted my challenge in there.
Yeah, I
Ego,
only got
you
the
are
one pocket
so
triumph, so
lucky you can't be targeted for combat.
Don't think it was a bad idea to send Ego into this.
You're so fucking lucky.
actually, I can spend those 2
No hurting.
advantages to give myself a boost die, which didn't help me. Because I was like, if I could even get 1 success, then, or like 1 or 2 successes off of that boost die, then I could spend my triumph to make
I mean,
it a
you guys do
success.
have a fuck ton of triumphs that you haven't spent yet.
I only got 1.
I have one.
I have one. Rawl has one.
So that's 4. You just need 3 to succeed.
I mean, if people want to, I mean, I would put mine,
I
but
will
that's
say
literally
again.
everybody's.
I will say again. Our core reason that we haven't left is because of this individual. So whatever we can do to wrap that up, or like get Ego to get the info and to like clear out the space,
Okay.
the more the better. Because otherwise, why we should be running.
So then, success with technically 2 advantages because I spent 2. And I would pump those right back to Ego then.
Okay. You throw this Hydra spanner down. Who is the tool laying around in the first place? Well, you find a spare.
Listen, this is a shipping yard. There's just shit all over the place. There's crowbars. There's freaking like straps. There's all kinds of shit that should be in a proper place, but it never is, no matter how many times you have to yell at the dock. I'm sorry, I'm starting to get off topic.
You find a spare hydro spanner just laying about on the rooftop of this administration building. You pick it up, hearing the voices inside and hearing the mechanical footfalls of this droid as it's pacing around both Ego and this individual inside, and the crackling energy from its staff. You get a sense that maybe we should lighten the mood in that room and draw this droid out for who knows what. And you throw it down, impacts just outside the door, and falls off the side. Ping, ting, ting. And the droid immediately flourishes the staff, almost lunging at Ego with the staff. However, the falling male holds his hand up. Go check it out. The droid straightens up its posture, electrostaff in both, held at the ready in both hands, and begins to step forth outside. Shing, ting, ting, ting.
And Rawl retreats away from the edge of the roof. To be out of sight.
And you hear the door open as this droid steps forth and begins inspecting the area. That being said, the two Magna droids, with the environmental change, they Let's see here. Give me my Magna boys. Give me my Magna boys. Yeah, not challenge. It's distance over. We'll do hard difficulty challenge with 3 setback. It is not. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna cash in one of my tokens for... Nope, I'm not. Never mind. I'm gonna save those triumphs for later. They do not seem to be drawn. So they will continue their initial directives, which was to assist the first Magna Guard droid to deal with whatever was perceived as a threat at the loading crane. So they continue. You see one immediately leap up on top of the container that was knocked over by Rawl. Begins to strut forward, leaping to the next cargo container just ahead. It is now just at the base of the first leg of the loading crane on the left side.
Is it?
Let's see. The second one, however, you saw no think so you better than the Gungans. I don't know. Yeah, he's gonna do it. Okay, what is your skill in perception? Oh-ho.
That is 3 ranks and 1 green, and also for vigilance would be 3 ranks plus a boost die.
This would be a deliberate scanning, so this would be perception only. So you said you have 3 ranks in it?
Yeah, so 3 yellow, 1 green.
Okay. There we go. Cashing in another token for an upgrade. Hoorah! Son of a bitch!
I see you.
Motherfucker.
To be fair, the man's name is quite literally the word for eye.
Why can't you be more stealthy? It's fine. It's because you have a giant fucking purple glowing stick that commands fear. That's why.
Settle down there.
All right.
It's not actually that impressive, guy.
You get a sense. You're a very tactfully minded individual. Tactics are always at the forefront of your process of determining threats and prioritizing. And you see, they originally approached your position as a pair. Now all of a sudden, one's by itself, out in the open, crawling over containers and in cell pods, that immediately strikes up a flag for you. This is a distraction technique. They are trying to initiate a flank. Your perception immediately goes to the most probable course for a flank, which would be to the east, to go around to the far side to get behind you to avoid your direct view. You see this secondary droid, the Magna Guard, trying to stealthily make its way towards your flank, utilizing its compatriot as a means of distraction. And it is not skilled enough to evade your watchful cybernetic eye.
I think that there is this thing of when he sees like the one like clearly like, hey, look at me. He's like, I've done this. We've done this, but like Raul and I have done this. We know how this works. So the moment that it's just like this thing like stands, seems to be like very obviously on the front, and he goes, it's just that. So where's your brother? And it's just that thing. I think he has his eye that is on the scope, and then his cybernetic eye that has the zoom is the one that he's keeping like he's like soft gaze, like the periphery of his view, and that's how he just spots that other one. And that's when he like in that stealth and like being hidden in a very like subtle, graceful way, he sort of rolls his body along with the rifle. He just rolls himself to position himself in an angle that he can actually target the one that is moving stealthy. And
Okay.
it's just finding that spot until he just has that body position where it's like it seems like a precarious position for another person, but he's just used to it. So he's like one of his legs is just bent and using the balls of his foot to keep himself from continuing the full roll.
Yeah.
And then the weight of it, the rifle is like leaning on the edge of the crane platform where he is to use it as a support. And he's just on that, like just holding and keeping an eye on that one.
I like it. These two continue to initiate this pincer maneuver. The one at the base of the platform of the loading crane is slowly initiating his climb up the southwest leg of the tower or the crane. However, the one maneuvering east, he's not exactly exposed, but however the cover is now mitigated. Would be now considered 3/4 cover for you in terms of taking a shot. So there is a opening, however, it is very limited. That being said, that's going to conclude this round's initiative or round of combat. It is currently just shy of 2 hours. We're going to go ahead and take a quick 5-minute break to resituate ourselves, and then we'll come back to conclude this encounter as we wind things down, as it sounds like Ego's about to get what he wants. Don't go anywhere, 2B Dicers. We'll see you guys in 5 minutes. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back, all you wonderful 2B Dicers. Let's get ourselves back into the action where we left off. We concluded last round with the pincer maneuver of the Magna Guard droids, initiating a flanking tactic in order to overwhelm the position of Oho. Meanwhile, inside the administration building, a distraction was just levied outside of the building to draw out the remaining Magna Guard droid inside, protecting the fallen individual who seems to be working up a deal with one of the members of Core Atlas, Ego. And that is where we pick right back up.
So, I need what's on his underwear. So,
That was diabolical.
it's
You still don't need what's
a
in his
fact.
underwear.
No, it's a fact. It's a fact. So I'm going to, when I have a force die committed, can I use the others to do a new power, or do I have to stop that one? And
You're able to use activate other force powers. You have that one ability consistently active at all times. So as long as that
Okay.
force die is committed to it, that ability remains active. So you
Basically, rolling one less force die whenever you're rolling. No.
So yeah, you can activate other force abilities as you need.
I want to use influence
Ooh. Do
if
tell.
I can. I will if I succeed.
Oh dear.
Okay. So I actually need to have him make an opposed discipline check with me, so that I can control emotion belief.
Oh no, what are you gonna do?
I'm just gonna
You
make him
said
believe
discipline?
something.
Oh man.
Yes.
It's an average difficulty.
Okay.
You simple-minded fool. He's using an old Jedi mind trick.
So average difficulty. Yeah, I'll just roll that and see what that do. 2 successes, 1 advantage. Lovely. So
Yay for me.
so I'm going to, because it's only 1 round or 5 minutes.
Ooh,
So I'm gonna
one more point of
use-
order, real quick. When you were
Hmm.
experiencing that fear earlier, his green skin started to shift from that leafy green to a dark reddish tint around the eyes and mouth. To help give you a little more context as to what's going on.
It actually doesn't.
Just a little extra detail. Should have made you roll perception for that, but I didn't.
I mean, I can now if you want, because I'm
Uh,
staring so delicately.
I'd say this is going to be more of a xenology, if anything.
Okay.
If you would like to do xenology, I will. It will be a hard difficulty.
Okay, I don't expect to do well on this, but that's
We'll
fine.
do average. We'll
I
do
don't-
average difficulty.
Average. Okay.
I am a fair, if not. Herring
1
GM.
success.
Ooh. Okay. All right. So, with that being the case, you are very much aware that Falleen, the species of Falleen, have the innate ability to give off pheromones that can affect the emotional state of others in proximity. You get a sense that as you were experiencing that fear that was not your own, his pheromones were somehow affecting you in that close proximity of him. And that explains more of why you felt that experience.
Okay. So getting down to the nitty-gritty, I'm going to use one of those light that I generated to extend the duration, because I don't know how long it's going to take him. But I'm going to make him believe that his underwear is burning, and it's just so hot. And the only way that he can relieve this is to take it off and give it to me. Not just take it off and give it to me.
Tom Cruise, use your witch powers to put out the fire. You see. Okay, so you instill this this belief into him, and you're committing your concentration to this to maintain the illusion. As you see, he begins to perceivably sweat or perspire. His skin changes from that leafy green to a pale-ish green color at the top of his forehead, near his single braid ponytail, and his face becomes flush as sweat begins to perspire down his entire face. He's like, "Ugh. It's getting hot in here. Why am I so hot?" He kind of starts fidgeting with his pants. What's going on? Oh, fuck, shit! He just starts slapping at his pants, trying to put out this imperceivable fire that you instilled into his mind. And he's just panicking. Oh, fuck! Oh, shit! Ah! Somebody! Fuck! Help!
Quick! Give it to me!
He just starts undressing with such urgency. No regard to any decency. He's just fucking ripping his clothes off, throwing it to the side. Gets down to his underwear. He's wearing a banana hammock. Kind of. It's more briefs. It's more briefs than banana hammock. So there's a flaring out in the back, and he fucking rips that shit off. It's tidy whitey color, little dingy. Not the most hygienic individual, but this Falleen individual is now bearing it all in front of you, as he tosses his underwear in your direction. And he just stands. Now he finds himself, once the underwear is off, calmed down, but now he's got his bits and jewels in his hands as he's staying there exposed, like, well, this is awkward. And you have his underwear.
Ego will ball it up. I'm gonna dispose of this for you, and I actually think we're done here. Pleasure doing business with you. Just to leave.
Okay, so you go out the door. Which door are you going out?
I must ask. Oh, this is a perfect time to get a raid for this question. Instead of just the underwear, are you able to collect all of his clothes so we can get whatever the fuck he had in his pockets?
I'll pick up his pants too. That's fine.
Just to not make it
Hi,
awkward.
Raiders from Somebody's Heroes. I hope you guys had a great stream. Now that you came into literally the most awkward situation possible.
This 7 foot tall, falling individual, bare as a baby's bottom, but smooth, actually relatively athletic individual, just stands there sheepishly. If somebody that was exuding confidence now, or what originally, is just now seeping embarrassment and shame, and he just stands there naked in this administration building as Ego walks out with his pants and underwear, leaving him to.
I will give him a modicum of dignity, because as I'm walking away, I'm rifling through his trousers, and then I'll just drop them at the doorway.
Did I just get fucked?
Wish. Sorry.
I mean, in a different circumstance, maybe, but
And you said you were going out which door?
whichever one the Magna Guard did not exit out of.
Damn. That would have been.
You think I'm silly? You think I'm stupid?
Almost had you. Almost had you. Okay. Okay. For all intents and purposes, you do make it out of the administration building, making it a point to avoid the remaining Magnadroid that is just now making its way back into the building after its investigation, only finding a Hydra spanner on the floor.
Once I get out, I'm gonna say, time to go. Time to go.
That being said, we'll move on to the next player character slot in initiative. Who would like to go next?
If I may, when we hear time to go, I think there's a moment of any details that we should worry about.
There are reinforcements coming. I have a man's underwear. It's time to go.
Do you communicate that Honda was mentioned?
Oh.
Doesn't sound like it.
I'm trying to think in the download of information that he would have said right then. I don't think so. It's not that I'm trying to like fuck it. I'm just like, I don't think he thinks to say it.
Just double checking, because that would alter things for Oho's departure. What happened to the target?
The target is currently pantsless because there's so much, too much. We have to leave.
Currently Winnie the Poohing it.
Take it that they saw you. Did they recognize you?
Recognize? No. I don't know about the future though.
What do you mean?
Well, he said something about. I'm still trying to maneuver my way. He said something about. This is what he would say. He said something about making the biggest enemy of my life, and that my friend Honda would pay for it.
Silence on the comms. Understood. Everybody make the retreat. As he says for people to make the retreat and prep for the rendezvous or request for aid if they need help retreating. He's going to switch comms to speak only to Raul,
Ooh.
and is going to ask Raul to drop the bomb inside where this individual is. In my turn, however, because I do have a Magna Guard that thinks that they could outsmart me with stealth, I'm going to just give them a very silent, untraceable reminder of what happens when you try to mess with Aho in his own game.
It is extreme range for you, and 3 setback to represent the cover. But yeah, go ahead and make that shot. And there will be an extra setback die that would be representing his range defense. So it would be 4 setback die in total. Ooh. Adversary should have been upgrading the difficulty. Ooh. 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 We'll see. Just let me get one of these guys in range. I just want one in range of you guys. I had one, but I couldn't target his ass.
You might get your wish. Okay, so just to be sure, 3 setback die. I already have the setback die from him because I did target him this time. True Aim is going to help me increase it. And just for the hell of it...
And there will be a challenge of 1 because he is an adversary.
I think it's already there.
Yep, if you target him,
Yeah.
it'll automatically calculate.
Yeah. So if I were to use a force token to upgrade this, since I already have True Aim, does that mean that he gives me just a green die?
That's a tricky question because I don't know if you're able to exceed past your already exceeded limit. I think because you're already maxed out on your
Gotcha.
agility, right?
That's fair. Yeah. So I guess that's fair. Like I don't know either. So I'll just leave it at this. We'll see how this works. 1 success, 1 advantage, 2 advantages, 1 despair. So that means that I do get crit on that.
Oh, it is a crit of 2. Shit, nice.
Mhm. So I still crit, and I still get my plus 40 on the crit table from myself. I'm going to add to that also. I'm going to use my, what is it called? Hold on a second.
Finally get a
please.
fucking despair. Holy shit.
I'm going to use Deadly Accuracy.
Okay. That adds
That is going to add my combat skill. I'm going to choose my range heavy. So I have 5 ranks because I cannot have more than that of range heavy. So I'm going to add an extra 5 points of damage to that attack.
you're hitting my guy that hasn't been hit by combat yet. Fucking Kesh and Dove already fucked up the other guy that's out in the open. Shit. All right. So how much? It's plus 40. You said for your lethal blows.
That is correct for lethal blows, and pierce means that it removes also one of their
So yeah.
soak. Do I have anything else here? Curate already add.
I don't get a free maneuver with this guy anymore. No. God damn it.
Oh, ain't that nice?
Son of a bitch. Quit crippling my fucking droids. I just want to hit you one time. I just want to pet you one time with the stick. That's all I want. Just one time. Just let me touch you with the stick one time.
I'm
Is
going
that
to
a
communicate it.
bodyguard, or is that the guy inside talking? Which one is it?
Wait, say again.
I'm going to state clearly what Oho intends to do henceforth in this
So it's 11 plus
sequence of
5.
events.
So,
Now that Oho knows that he can start moving out of this location, after giving a shot to this individual, he is going to use his stealth. If I need to wait for the next turn, I will. To start moving out of this. He also has his grappling gun, so he probably would use the grappling gun. I don't know what the length of the grappling gun is, of how much distance the grappling extends from the weapon. But Oho has a full intent after Raul drops the thing to make this guy go unconscious, to eliminate this individual if he goes unconscious. Potentially, if he doesn't either.
Record drawer. No, that's not what I wanted to use, silly goose. What's the range on this bitch? Use this climbing gear to assist the wearer in climbing. 200 kilograms. Range short. Okay, so it's only got a range of short that it can carry you. So you'd have to fall 2 range bands before deploying the grappling hook to cushion your fall. That being said, you want to risk it. But that would have to be another action in order to do that. So you'd have to wait after.
Yeah, so I'd say technically speaking, right now I can't do it on this turn.
Correct.
And this turn, I had the stealth, so I'm not worried. Like, my eyes are on these things, and I'm probably also keeping an eye on everybody, making sure that everybody said, like, Roger that, we're retreating. If anybody needs help with support, like, from here, I could provide it as well.
Yeah.
And so it's keeping an eye on, like, do I see Ego exiting the building? Do I see Raul making a move? Do I see Dove and Kesh also retreating without an issue, and like making everything ready?
Okay. So to resolve the combat action that we just have taken. You are tracing the route that this Magna Guard droid is taking in order to try and flank you. You see an opening that would give you the best possible clear shot at this droid. You take preemptively aim ahead of this at this zone, waiting for the droid to cross your crosshairs.
Can I please? Can
Oh, it's not
something. No, I know that he's not dead.
Okay.
Because I know that he's trying to move stealthily. I probably at some point see him move and maybe at the edge of a crate and go back into the crate, and I just basically calculate where the head is or where the body is, and I just actually shoot through the crate, through the corner area of the crate, so it goes.
That's fair.
And makes damage.
Yeah, you guess where the target would be in that moment, and you take that shot. And as you take that shot, the bolt fires again without a sound. However, you start to smell smoke, and out of the corner of your eye, just below your peripheral vision, sparks begin to emit from the blaster pack, or the power pack in your blaster rifle, and it detonates. Your sniper rifle is now out of ammunition, as the power pack that you had slotted is no longer functional due to the rapid change from stealth to semi-auto. It didn't have enough charge to facilitate that, and the switch to the system, the rapid succession of switching systems caused an overload in the power cell. However, the blaster bolt still makes contact with the crate at your guesstimated position of this droid. And as the bolt impacts, you suddenly see a blur lunge forth. As the droid takes that exact moment to bound across the open area, your bolt then impacts directly into the trailing leg of this droid, hamstringing it, if you will, and you watch as he stumbles, almost falling flat on its face before quickly recovering, and then hobbling the rest of the way across, getting back behind cover. Its leg seemingly...
Like, I need this despair to get rid of this fucking gun.
You guys have been avoiding my these fucking despairs like the plague, and it's driving me nuts. Anything else, Victor?
I mean, technically speaking, I can't use the grappling gun right now.
Correct.
But I would say that whatever movement that I can start doing to descend, I'm going to be doing.
Okay. Knowing the position that they're trying to push up on, the most immediate threat to you being the one that's currently scaling the leg of the loading crane, more ideal point of exfiltration would be the north end of the crane, where none of the droids have made to, as you're very aware of the two positions of these droids. So yeah, north end would be the most safest and most safest area to descend without taking immediate contact from these droids.
So if I may, going back to as per the conversation with Raul, once that ego is out of range and safety, Ojo is going to communicate to Raul. I think we can give this place yet another distraction, which is hint to let's replace that sleep grenade explosive with a regular explosive.
You read my mind. Is that Raul's turn?
That would...
And I'm going to say that as a part of like the color of it, Ojo is basically timing as well his descent on the north section, as he basically moves as much as he can move on the turn, but that is almost like kind of like the climb up and then the prep of like standby, so that when that explosion happens, he actually just takes a ton of opportunity to just start bolting down as well.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, that would lead up to Raul's turn at this point.
Alrighty. In this moment, then, Raul, hearing the comms, kind of nods, still standing next to the vent, the knockout grenade in his hand. He just kind of sighs, puts the grenade away, reaches into another pocket, and just goes, "Sorry, friend. All full up on enemies." And he's going to click impact on a thermal detonator and toss that down the shaft instead, before it makes its impact, running to the edge of the building, mounting the partner, and moving as far away as possible.
Lovely.
Going to say this on stream. Oz Chavos, you won thermal detonator. I feel like he's been saving that.
Okay, you throw a thermal detonator down the ventilation shaft and take off on the partner. All right. Yeah, that's unfortunate. All right. Last up is Dove and Kesh.
Do I need to roll because it's just going down the shaft, or is it just we're gonna be fine?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a ranged light attack.
Short range, probably.
Short range. Let's do a challenge of 1. Just because if it impacts into the sidewall, actually not challenge. So I don't want it to not detonate. So we'll do a. Actually, no. I want a challenge because the setbacks will cause it to fail, and that's not what I want. I want a premature detonation. So let's do challenge of 1, easy difficulty. Let's see if you're able to drop it without it hitting the sidewalls.
Leave the tokens because I'm gonna flip one right back to upgrade mine. Because I don't want it to fail.
Okay. Damn. I was hoping. I was fucking hoping. Okay. 36 damage. Holy fuck.
Actually, it's more.
And it crits too. You guys gotta chill out with these lowered crits. God damn it.
Increased blast damage by explosives by 1 rank per powerful blast. I have one rank, so actually it would be 37 points of damage.
I know,
guess the question is-
blast adds 10 to per rank of blast.
The thermal detonator actually has a special blast property that I read in there that it just does that damage to everything within short range of the detonation point.
Hey, Tarzan,
Yes.
is the Magna Guard outside in short range?
I hate you guys. This sucks. This sucks for me. I hate this. God damn it.
But the Magna Guard went back in.
Yeah,
So
I
it
know.
doesn't matter.
So it
Oh,
is
never mind then.
Yeah.
both the Magna Guard and this dude standing there, staves in hand, as a thermal detonator drops right between the two of them. And the guy has the answer to his own question. Yes, he got fucked.
I just imagine the Magna Guard returning to him as he goes like, all clear. Chukunk.
Not
Maybe
clear. Not clear.
Not clear.
Oh, here I got a perfect one for this. If only this was a B1 battle droid. Where is it? Did you guys not hear that? No, fuck. I gotta turn up the volume. Give me 1 second. I want the audience to be able to hear this. There we go. Where's my droids? Where are you? All right, pause to read. No, still not hearing it. No.
I don't think the filtering is gonna let that go through.
Son of a
Yeah.
bitch. It's basically the B1 battle droid saying detonator. God damn it! I wish I picked up. I wonder if
It's perfect though.
Is it picking up on the Streamlabs? Let's see. Try it one more time. Okay, it is picking up on the streams. Oh, you guys were able to hear it? Oh, fuck yeah.
That was better.
If only it was that B1 battle droid. But instead, it's the Magna Guard. Not clear.
So, any chance that this guy or this Magna Guard has more than 37 wounds
So,
combined with any type of soak?
blast. I believe blast ignores soak. Let me double check on that though. I don't think. Wait, no, not.
Please.
That's. Let's see.
Considering this individual has part of his clothes removed, I don't think his soak is gonna be too high anyway.
About equipment. Qualities. There we go. We need to look at the blast
Blast
feature here.
quality affects everyone and everything within short range of its intended target is the wording on the special blast property for the thermal detonator.
Engaged with the original target suffers wounds equal to the weapon's blast rating. plus an additional wound for success as usual. So okay, if it's a blast rating of 1, then that's an additional wound. Okay. For some reason, I thought it was an additional 10, but I think that might be breach that I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're talking about breach because breach actually counts as
10
10
points,
of soak,
yeah.
which is 1 fall, I think.
Yep, I was thinking of breach. So blast adds an additional point of damage. Okay, very cool. To everyone within short range. Okay. However, yeah, these two are fucked. You killed my poor fucking NPCs.
That was the goal because he decided to get smart and mention Hondo.
36.
37.
37 points of wounds. Yeah, that droid's gone. He's dead. He's gone.
Yeah, I was more worried about the. Oh, and there was a crit in there too, just in case.
Yeah. My poor NPCs are dead.
I'm the only one that is visualizing this eagle walking in slow-mo with the explosion behind, but with like underwear in one hand.
Underwear slung over the shoulder, walking like a bandit.
Highway
turning it
to
over.
the danger zone.
He's just turning it over in his hand, and there's a boom. It's like,
Did I do that? So yeah, the thermal detonator goes off just as Rawl mounts his hoverboard and begins ascending. The administration building goes up immediately in flames. Everyone inside is dead. There's no way around it. They're the poor NPC that you guys didn't even bother getting to know his name. Fucking vaporized.
His name is Johnny.
His name was.
His name is Cole.
I feel
And
like
rubber balls.
since he's the type to write things on his underwear, his name is probably on there too.
Fair
Oh,
enough.
no, it was
Name is under. Dude.
If found, please return to.
That's fair enough. Fair fucking enough. Yeah. Taking a quick gander at it, it says Varanus. Property of Varanus.
Keep that for later.
He wasn't Varana's best behavior. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, that's uncalled for. Yeah. Okay. It's at this point you get an update from Kesh and Dove. Let me real time this for you.
Bad news, folks. We have incoming technicals inbound. Dove and I have to break contact with
The,
We lost
it's to
Cash, we lost comms.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
Get up, Soap.
Get me
We
the
are
oval.
leaving. Just breaking contact. We'll meet back up with you at the rendezvous.
It's still not great. I don't know what's going on with your voice mod today.
I don't know either. Whatever.
It's a
Basically, it's saying
method.
time to run. There's armored vehicles inbound. Blah 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 blah. Meet you at rendezvous.
Way ahead of you as the partner goes in front of the Jaeger.
All right. I think yeah, and then give me one last stealth check as you break contact and descend the.
I totally forgot. I got here gliding one of those things.
Oh shit, that's right. You have the fucking.
So did he go?
So to make this like cinematic as hell, after that last shot that I give to the droid that is down, like that's below, Oho is very gracefully walking on this like very thin area of like the structure of the crane, getting himself to like the top of the back area of the crane, and then standing right like Assassin's Creed top of a building kind of vibe. And that's that moment where like is that moment of seeing the droid that is like stumbling with the leg with that he just shot down there trying to climb, the other one that was getting blasted that tried to be the decoy, and then it's just that moment of the moment that the explosion goes, and he sees the droid attention go, he just basically leaps back, and then on that leap back, he just turns halfway down, or it's certain a few feet down, and then activates this thing, and then he's off.
Fair enough. Well done, you guys. That's gonna conclude the encounter. You guys did really fucking good. Really wish I would have gotten my hands on you guys with those Magna Guard droids, but you guys did really well keeping your distance.
Listen, I was tempted to just be like, because you want it, I'm just gonna have all go downstairs and be like, let me try my lightsaber.
Listen, I was looking over a brand new character sheet being Rawls, and I'm like, oh, look at all this wonderful stuff that he has in melee. Do I want to try my luck to be more effective in dice rolls?
Yeah, no. It would have been interesting if you guys would have engaged in
some other
combat.
time.
But yeah, no. I mean, you guys just made enemies with Black Sun. It's fine. It's not like they.
Nobody
that's
knows who it is. We got rid of Varanus.
The one person that actually had some sort of like deduction, he
The
is
one person who could identify only ego. That's it.
I mean, he.
And I've got a cloaking code on, so it disrupts electronics around me. No one sees my face. Goodbye.
Okay. The crew reconvenes just outside Black Spire Outpost. However, minus the presence of Chav. So at this time, our scene transitions as the crew of Core Atlas consolidates to the exterior of the atmosphere of Batu, just several light years away, as Chav has just exited hyperspace at a designated meeting point between two parties. The iconic U-Wing that Guy normally pilots is there. However, Guy is not alone. Coming through for you in your hour of need with a freighter. More specifically, what's that big bitch called? Give me 1 second as I pull this ship up for you. I need the special modifications look.
Guy adopted the thingamabob.
You are in the presence of. Where's this bitch? Show me the vidya. Give me the ship. Give me the ship. There we go. You see a large. That's not the one I was hoping for. You remember the ship that Han Solo is flying in Force Awakens? The large freighter with the front hangar bay?
Mhm.
That's the ship.
I forget what it's called.
I forget what it's called too, but that's the ship that is just several kilometers away, trailing behind Guy's U-Wing. And you get a hailing as you make your approach. Thank you. You get a hailing from Guy as you make your approach, exiting hyperspace.
What is the password?
Wait, did you actually give me the password?
He's
I
definitely
can't
going to
remember.
pretend that he did.
No, this is Matt trying to remember last week because I remember that you mentioned a password and I couldn't remember if I said get fucked or if you actually gave me a password.
No,
I
you
think
said
that I
get
said
fucked.
get fucked.
Yeah, you did.
So that would actually, in that moment, what is the password? Then that is going to be Nathwin Chimera reaching out to Hawkbat, as stated previously. Get fucked. We are coming in for a landing. Please have the pad ready, medical supplies, and everything else that we discussed ready to go.
You see that even though he is taking his time with the chewing and everything as he usually does, while though he's still remaining doing his fuckery, the other ship has already like signaled that you have like the coordinates like where to dock, and like everything has been like prepped. So like he's still talking crap at you on the comms, but you know that like you already have the green light, and it's just
Yeah.
Missiles engage, ready to fire in 3, 2, 1. Oh no, you're dead.
Actually, if you remember, I'm going to do a port side barrel roll, counter measures deploy to get rid of your missiles, and then also proceed to take on your starboard side, engaging in close range with turbo cannons. Your move. And they're playing pilot chess now. But this is quite literally like he knows Guy is giving him a hard time, and it's frustrating him because he wants all of the he just wants this stuff done. But I feel like Guy is basically giving him just enough of like, oh no, this is to Doc Bay 3. Like just kind of slip in exactly what's needed, just enough so that it's enough to get there. Whereas Chav would have liked go to Bay 3, do this, do that, other thing, say the whole thing right outright so he could just do it. Guy's just stringing him along and just fucking with him the entire time. So Chav is, yeah.
After you give him the whole move, there's a moment he literally like cuts you off almost immediately. Chav, please, we have people to take care of, and then hangs up the conversation that comes.
I swear I'm gonna shoot anyway. And Chav immediately, like wherever is set up, like probably I'm gonna guess in this bay, like there's people there, there's doctors, there's people from the can't remember Heidian something or another company that you report.
Yes, last name that I think I remember I put for the company was that. I think I changed it, but we can go with it. Hideon for now.
Either way. But yeah, just all of those individuals. Chav's going to, we have the 3 containers stacked up. He's going to place the second, like he's moving just fast, and like if he was moving any faster, it would go from being the most comfortable ride that he can provide to being less comfortable. Places the first container down, hits his data pad to disengage the mag lock so that he now just has the 2, setting them down, disengaging the mag locks, reattaching to the top one, setting it down as well. And I imagine that it's like the second that he pulls away from the first container, people are breaking open that door.
So
just ripping right under the container.
As you're moving into close proximity of this Irvana class ship, Corellian CEC ship, it's a Baleen class heavy freighter. As you're approaching the front end, you're kind of ascending just to compensate for the cargo containers. However, you're seeing at the rear end a long network of cargo containers being towed behind it. And you quickly identify some of these cargo containers to be retrofitted to act as something other than just a typical storage container. You get a quick sense that this may be a refugee relocation vessel. They go about the galaxy helping relocate families that are displaced by war and whatnot. And some of the connexes or containers look like housing units. Some look like they would be able to operate in a medicinal capacity. But as I'm explaining this, you're also seeing a bunch of open ports which you start getting directed by the crew of the ship to make your approach vector towards these open ports to dock these containers so they can be safely handled and offload these refugees or slaves. And one by one, you drop them off in each quadrant that you're directed to, and you make your approach vector into the main hangar of this large vessel, to which, by that point, Guy has already been on the ground, probably waiting for you to finish, and you see him as people are pouring out of the container bay in droves. You're seeing a collection of multiple different species of humanoids, Nautilin's, Twi'leks, Zabrakians, Ratatakis. I can't remember what the little bat people are. There's probably an Ewok or two. Some Wookiees. These people all very sickly and emaciated from being in confined spaces. A lot of them are horrendously sick looking. They are not in a good condition, and they're as they're making their way out, they are received by the medical staff that are already on standby at Guy's behest and are receiving treatment as quickly as they can possibly give it. These people are immeasurably thankful, pleading and thanking these heroes in their moment of need as you watch this all unfold before you. There stands Guy, right next to you.
I think one of the things that you will notice that is different when this reality is presented is that Guy is always his like very stoic, unreadable self, and tends to be very jokingly to many things to you as well. However, even though with that unreadable expression that he usually has, he's not just watching, he's actively like helping the people and directing. He's like coordinating. And you can tell this is probably the first time you get to see Guy in his element. Not the element of piloting, but the element of like specifically why he does what he does and how he does it when he's not just like flying and like doing, nose dives into planets and craters or light skipping. This is like Guy passing, like giving commands, grabbing blankets, passing blankets to one direction, going and saying like, we're going to take this amount, we're going to move them to this direction. And Gal is doing the same. Like Gal is like doing whatever scans needs to be done, is basically trying to get like information, trying to get data from every single person to start creating the database, help everybody. And there's just that moment that he looks at you and is that unreadable face, but you can tell that he's very much like, he's glad you called him. And he's glad that whatever mission you were in, he's glad that you made it here with all these people.
In this moment that they have after Guy gives all these orders to people and is kind of off to the side, and Chav is standing there kind of watching this moment. Chav has been, right now, Chav is working with the rebellion, and this is sort of, other than, stealing a tank, this is the first thing he's really done for them. Before that, he was just trying to get away from the Empire. Before that, he was trying to be a smuggler and a freighter. And before that, he was trying to get into the Imperial Navy. And he's looking at the result of all of that, and he doesn't say anything. He just looks at everything happening, and the only thing that he does finally say, he just goes, 300 people. And it's like he's just letting that gravity sink in.
I think as he approaches you, as he hears you say that, he already has a container, like a water container for you to drink, as well as his like small like little dry snack, like something on the go, which is probably one of the many things that he's having himself when he's like actively having to work and get things done, and he doesn't have time to like sit down and have meals. And so when he stands next to you, takes a moment to look at the people, and he goes, I'm not going to pretend and say this is the biggest amount that I have had to deal with.
I'd imagine it's not.
You probably see also there are some of the containers that you see now that you actually get to know the actual name of the company is Vela Meridian, and you would know that specifically Guy, people who have like jackets similar to like Guy or the patches. The patch is his, but there are other people that seem similarly dressed or like have jackets similar to Guy that seem to be like pilots, and they are what they're called the Way Guards. That are basically sort of like the branch of the Vela Meridian that are the pilots or like the people that are doing these missions and maneuvering. And he, you know, I have fuel for your provisions if you need them. I figured you could use some assistance with your ship.
I'll take it. Thank you.
Should we be worried about these coordinates? Do we need to move or you followed?
Matt didn't ask, but it is something that Chav would have monitored. His Majesty Lord GM.
Coordinates. As far as you being tracked, you're very good about covering your trail. However, it is at this point a younger Nautilin woman approaches after as this conversation is taking place. Formally dressed, but seems to carry herself in a more of a administrative capacity. With datapad in hand, she walks up directly to Guy. Commander Guy, I'm reporting 300 civilians cataloged and scheduled for treatment. However, we do have an alarming concern. A lot of these members seem to be carrying tracking devices at the base of their necks. This is typical marking strategies for slave trades. Is that my understanding as to the nature of these individuals?
Correct. Black Sun.
Understood. The Black Sun typically integrates some level of security protection against theft or escapees. That being said, these people are in grave danger. Without the transponder codes, or without the security codes, we can't deactivate these tracking devices, nor can we extract them safely without the risk of death. Do you have that information?
I imagine that it took some time to get to this location, so I would imagine hopefully that Ego would have sent the code over sans underwear.
She takes in the information and gives you a pleasant smile. Thank you. Commander Guy, the deck is yours to command. What is your orders?
Let's make sure we organize everyone, small groups. Let's make sure that they don't get overwhelmed. To those who seem to be more famished, let's make sure that we start with vials. We don't start with actual food. Our bodies may be going into shock if we feed them too quickly. Um, because we do not know how severe or how quickly these codes were deactivated. Let's prepare to jump into a hyperspace, get to a different location just to make sure that we are not going to encounter any more discrepancies. Make sure to contact the authorities, let them know that their private sector has once more provided a way to show how actively efficient the new government is at making sure that those in need are taken care of and rescued from the jaws of danger.
Understood, Commander. We'll have that forwarded. For the time being, I've taken the liberty to making sure the youngest of the refugees are cared for first. There was, unfortunately, a large portion of children amongst this group. But they, from my assessment, they will pull through. You did good work out there. As she turns her attention to you, Chav.
Wasn't just me. I'll pass it along.
Very well. Stay safe. And she goes back and delivers the orders of her commander to the staff and preps the ship for relocation.
She leaves, and Chav just kind of nodding at us. So 300's not the most you've ever done. How about 1 billion?
Certainly not that much. Not in one pull.
You wanna?
You see him pass for a time, and it's just like slowly. And then all of a sudden, you just see in front of his face. And he just goes, spiral diversion. Moon over the sun, turn my ship upside down above yours. Then dive down, just enough speed to tap the nose of your ship, destabilizing, creating an opening. Use thrusters, reverse them. 180 flip. Check.
I think I'm gonna remember that one. Maybe you could show it to me at the blockade around Nothwin.
You must. He just sees, goes, I suppose I can send you a form for you to make a request.
That many people, I imagine I should get started on the paperwork now.
I think there's a moment when he realizes that you actually are, like, you mean it. Like, the things that you're suggesting are for real. You see, Guy has a very subtle, but of like looking around, making sure that everybody's doing their job, nobody's listening to the group. He just very discreetly sort of gestures for you to follow him. And he leads you to one of the sections. Actually, no, he leads you into his aboard a ship. Because that's a space that he knows, he controls. And once he's there in the cargo hold, the two of you, he just has a moment where you probably see, this is like the most reaction that you would see from Guy. It's not much, but it's a shift. You know, there is a reason why I work in the private sector. It's because I used to not. And I saw things that were things that I wish I had not seen. There is only so much you can do being a good pilot. And eventually, when you realize that there are forces out there capable of making your skills seem irrelevant, you start to wonder about what survival looks like.
I think it's at that point where scene's going to transition back to the surface of Batu. As the crew reconvenes at the Ashnet, the home base of Hondo Onaka, just outside Black Spire Outpost, about 20 kilometers north. They already seem to be in celebration. It is at midnight, planet side. The remaining crew, actually the presence here seems to be doubled originally than the first time that you guys came here. A clear indication that a lot of his forces were probably pulled from the shipyard. And as you guys make your arrival, you're quickly approached by several celebrating members of the crew of Onaka Trading Solutions. Go ahead.
I want to make it clear that so far, Hondo has never seen Oho, and I have no intention of starting that just yet. Because Oho is still with the whole thing of like, when's the double crossing coming? And if it's coming, I'm still gonna be a wild card. So Oho is doing his usual thing of just moving in the shadows, keeping a distance.
Gotcha.
It's almost as if he's not even part of the team. For all intended purposes, he's just another body in this place, has nothing to do with the group.
Gotcha. The Nikto. And there's some other humanoids interlaced with this crew, but it is predominantly a Nikto organization. A younger kid approaches you guys, accompanied by a small group of eccentric and jovial youths who are all in celebration. Seeing your guys' arrival, hey, we heard the good news. You guys pulled the job. We're good.
Yeah, I'd say that good is a word that we can use.
Well, Hondo's he's in a great mood right now, so you should go see him. Let him know the good news. He's already started the celebrations. We've been drinking for a little bit. Don't tell him that I've been drinking. I don't think he likes it when we drink. But
Your secret's safe with me.
Tarzan, question.
Yes.
Correct me if I'm wrong. In Hondo's mind, this mission hasn't happened yet. Because we didn't wait the 3 days that we're supposed to be waiting.
Right.
Unless this is a tell that Hondo knows more than he should.
Mm-hmm. So I'm
It's
just
almost
I
as if
just
he
want to
keeps
make
close tabs on his stuff.
just want to make sure that
Okay,
there's
to be fair, we did blow up the main control center building in his
Yes.
shipyard.
no,
I mean,
absolutely. I'm
you
just
guys
saying-
were definitely not subtle about it.
I'm just bringing up the fact that, like, as per plan,
Yeah.
this mission hasn't happened, and
Right.
somehow it seems like it's being celebrated. I just
Yeah.
wanted to. I'd be
I
like, okay.
mean, we will find out more as to once you guys actually talk to this guy. But yeah, no. The younger Nikto kid points you guys off into the direction of where Hondo was last seen. You guys get led on a bit of a goose chase for a little bit because they tell you he's in this area. You go there, he's not there. Talk to another group, they say he's over there. Make your way over there, not there. And it's a bit of back and forth till about almost 2 in the morning. You eventually do find him at the center of the camp by the bonfire. He's surrounded by a bunch of his crew being hoisted up onto their shoulders, and he's got a goblet in one hand, a blaster in the other, just firing off indiscriminately into the air, jovially, and his eyes fall upon you guys, and his face lights up. Oh, my friends, welcome! You made it! I heard about the good news. However, you did blow up my shipyard. Not too happy about that, but that's something we can talk about at another time. But you liberated the slaves. That is good news.
It is. It is good news. Hondo, thanks for letting us know that this was a thing. Also, the guy is deceased now.
Before
when
you
I
say
was
anything
thinking-
more, let's go talk inside. Come.
Okay.
And
I don't know. It's been just so difficult trying to find you all night that I feel like I should just get it out now while you're in front.
No.
of me.
No. Let's talk privately. Let's talk privately. And he hops down off the
Okay.
shoulders of his crew and leads you guys inside. As he's leading you guys in, he's putting drinks in your guys' hands, grabbing snacks and foods for you guys to consume. Here, indulge. You guys worked hard. You guys did great. Come inside. And he leads you into his private chamber. So, let's talk. You say things happened. Yes. What kind of things? Do I need to be worried?
Can I make a perception check in this chamber? What's is there anything that shouldn't be in here
In regards
besides Hondo Naka?
to what? I mean, this is his
Like, is
his
there anything
bedroom.
on
So
anyone on
what are you looking
anyone on
for?
Oho's level of
Oh.
stealth? Anything that looks like a listening device?
Okay. Are you using the sensibility, or are you just using your innate perception?
I never dropped it, but I would like to use perception
Okay. So,
because I can sense all living things.
gotcha.
at a Distance,
Where's Hondo?
short
Circle
range.
of life and all of that.
Within short range of your current position, you do not detect any living being in the immediate vicinity besides your own compatriots, Hondo himself, and some people outside the chamber a few feet away. But you get a sense that they're just celebrating and couldn't really be bothered about a meeting of the minds with the higher ups.
Okay. Perception
course.
was
Oh, sorry.
7 successes so far. advantages.
Let's go hard to pull up to try and pick out any details. Damn. Okay. So as you're looking about, As you're looking about his room, there is a active holo projection on his desk. It appears to be security feeds. And you are seeing currently a fire team responding to a burning building that looks very much like the building that was just set on fire by a thermal detonator. However, it is a smoldering ruin at this point, and they are actively working to contain it to prevent it from spreading to the nearby containers and hazardous materials that are in the vicinity. So there's a large presence of fire responders that appear to be at the shipyards. And these cameras have some pretty good fucking view angles. There's one that has a wide view of almost the entirety of the shipyard, and you can see a very faint blue beam of light traveling a long distance from across the shipyard that appears to be coming down from a elevated position that looks like a loading crane. It looks like Hondo was watching this thing unfold. Kind of.
I see. That makes sense.
So, I'm a little disappointed. We talked about arrangements over an extended period of time. However, I'm not upset because this is for the betterment of those poor souls inside those containers. So, I wish I would have been included. That was, but you did a good job regardless. So, great work. Hopefully you didn't do anything that would, persecute me in my business, as I am a legitimate businessman. But
Don't worry, the only witness is, they're still in that building there. But I don't think they're going to be doing too much talking.
Well, that is unfortunate to lose a business source, but he wasn't a great person to begin with, so is it really a loss? Not so much. I've already been paid! So,
I do suggest maybe in the future you consider who you're taking deals with, just for your sake.
I will take that into consideration.
Because he did somehow, despite me not saying your name, clock that it had something to do with you. But as our dear friend Rawl has just said, he's in that building and he's not telling anyone.
Well, good work. That is good news to hear. Unfortunate for him. Rest his soul. But good news overall. Good. And what is to become of our 300 friends?
I believe our dear pilot friend has managed to take them to safety. And so I think it's no longer our concern.
Oh, that's good. Like I said, this was a mission to save lives, and that we did on this day. Good work. So, you did a favor for me. Now it is time for me to return a favor to you. I believe there was a discussion of breaking into a prison. No?
That is correct. What is the name of the prison?
Belsavis. Prison
Belsavis.
Planet.
I was like, there's too many B's in my brain right now, and none of them is correct.
Belsavis, the Prison Planet.
Belsavis, we need to retrieve a few important pilots.
Belsavis. Not an easy run, but your boy Hondo knows how to do it. Let's talk business. And with that, he goes into. He actually goes on a bit of a rant about several missions that he's done there. Goes into graphic detail and to some of the exploits of the locals that he's indulged in, and some of the smuggling runs that he's done. It goes on for a couple hours, about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, before the alcohol starts to settle in, and he starts to fall asleep mid-sentence telling one of his stories. But yeah, it's at this point, the rest of the crew, you guys situate yourselves now that you have secured the objective and now have secured an additional resource to reach the intended destination, that is Nothwin's liberation. Where the rest of this journey goes is to be diced. Thank you for tuning in tonight's episode of Star Wars Edge of the Empire. Return with us next week for a expansion story, as our friend Matt, who plays Chav Visto, is going to be unavailable for some time, so we are going to entertain you with some side stories pertaining to some backstory of our cast, or expansions of side stories. That being said, we are 2B Dice Adventures, and we'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your night.